What is Strinova? Strinova is a third-person tactical hero shooter similar to Valorant and Overwatch, but with an anime art style. I don't want to overhype or bash the game, I just want to give my unbiased opinion on the experience I had playing this game and what you can expect if you decide to pick it up. Now, I've spent some time playing this game and I've had a good time with it, but there are a lot of negatives that I just can't overlook. Some being annoying and others just plain schemes, but we'll look deeper into that later. For now, I want to talk about the various aspects that this game has to offer and answer the question of, is Strinova worth playing? Hero shooters are run-of-the-mill. The genre as a whole is oversaturated and needs to fuck off for a decade or so. But Strinova did something unique. The paper mechanic, or stringification as it's called. When I first played around with this new movement tech, it was honestly pretty good. So not only is this new, it was well executed. The 3D to 2D gameplay is actually pretty neat. But when it comes to game modes, it's your basic shit. You got your S&D, your TDM, push, hardpoint, infected. When I played this back in beta, there was only TDM, push, and S&D, so it's nice to see them actually add new stuff. Unfortunately, some game modes are in the form of LTMs. The only one that kinda has something unique is Infected, with its cool twist with power-ups, but nothing crazy. And the gunplay? It's decent. The snipers feel amazing. Oh my. The rifles and SMGs are pretty balanced. One or two might be better than the other, but I just mark that off as personal preference. The DMRs are busted. Goddamn. Shotguns are hit and miss, and the LMGs. Fun. Now, what about character abilities? I'll get into that in a couple minutes when we talk about character design. But for now, I want to segue into the gameplay loop and rank system. The gameplay loop is straightforward. Queue up for a match, wait in queue for 30 seconds to 2 minutes, complete the match, and you're back to the lobby being greeted by the girl you signed an oath to.
Welcome home! Wait, that's not right. Welcome to my place. Isn't it cute?
Yeah. That's about it. You get some XP and some points towards your rank, and now repeat this for a few hundred times. What, you think this is some kind of charity? You gotta grind! Yeah, this shit sucks. The rewards are absolutely pitiful. And this goes for both ranked and casual. Because of this, the game becomes more of a career commitment than a third-person shooter. And let me tell you what, after like 50 matches, this shit becomes monotonous and fucking dry. Now let's talk about ranked play. I'm gonna be real with you. I'm not the greatest player, but goddamn, ranked is brutal. However, this is your best bet at playing a good game of Strinova, because you're actually playing with and against people that aren't brainless bots or playing with one hand. And for that, ranked is probably the best game mode in the game for leveling, reputation, and rank. If you don't mind playing S&D in 5-minute queues, this is your best bet. However, there is only S&D in ranked, so not much variety. But at least there's a nice variety of characters to choose from. One of my favorites is Audrey. Audrey. Ha, that's a funny way to say Tachanka! Her LMG absolutely shreds! And she has a grenade launcher that makes flames for crowd control. Another one of my favorite operators is Kokona, with her intervention from MW2. And I be cooking with her! Like I said, snipers are sexy in this game. Okay, let's get back on track. One thing I think this game did very well on is character design, and how their abilities work with the characters themselves. See, good character design effectively communicates the character's personality and role. And looking at all these characters, you can tell how they act, what they do, and what they contribute to the game without even playing the game. All of the abilities correspond with the characters perfectly. And on the topic of abilities, I think they're all generally balanced. Some may be more advantageous in different scenarios, but honestly, I had no issues with somebody being too powerful. Usually if that's the case, the other player is just better, and or good with that operator. But overall, this is the strong point of Strinova, the soul of the game. But you know what sucks the soul right out of the game? Making almost everything paywalled and time-gapped to sap money out of the player base. Now I get it. Strinova is a free-to-play game, and they need to make their bucks somehow. But goddamn, there's like 7 pages of fucking shops, and all the cosmetics are ran through a fucking FOMO gacha system that gives you duplicates, and it's not cheap. Some of this shit is mid at best, but it will run you like 30 bucks. Fuck that. Oh, and did I mention a battle pass? Oh, and the time gate that I mentioned is a weekly limit on how much XP and reputation you can get. So you can't farm free pools and characters, but you can always just buy them. It's some scuzzy ass business practice. But that ain't all. You know how I was just praising the characters and stringification mode for being original? Well, that's about it. Some of the maps aren't just inspired. They are direct copies from Overwatch and Counter-Strike. Dude, this is fucking lame. That is a bit of a sour note to end off on, but it's now time to answer the question of, is Strinova worth playing? And my answer is, no. You're not really missing out on much. Strinova is fun for about 30 games, and then the shit gets boring. And not only that, the game is dead. Apart from a dedicated player base still hanging on, as of making this video, it's hanging around like 3,000 players, and the lower player counts lead to another problem: bot lobbies. My KDR with Audrey is at 5.33. I drop like 25 to 35 kills every game I get into, with like 1 or 2 deaths. And I know I'm not that damn good, because I got into a match with this motherfucker on my team, and in that lobby, I went even, because these are all real players and they're on the leaderboard. So to quickly summarize everything, the gameplay is good, the gameplay loop is bland and monotonous, not really rewarding, the characters are awesome, ranked is alright, and the business practice is a questionably ethical Chinese money grab gacha gooner game to get you to dump your wallet into. For me, Strinova gets a 5.5 out of 10, because at the end of the day, it's a free-to-play game.